Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss what will be the products when R2-bromopropanoic acid is treated with moist silver oxide as well as concentrated sodium hydroxide solution. So let us consider one by one. So first we will consider the treatment with moist silver oxide. So if we draw the R2-bromopropanoic acid in flying wedge projection formula, then it will look like this. So you can see that this bromine is number 1 priority group, this carboxylic acid is 2 and methyl is 3. So anti-clockwise direction, and hydrogen, which is the least priority group, is above the plane, and that's why it will be of R configuration. So it is a correct flying wedge formula or flying wedge projection formula of R2-bromopropanoic acid. So now if we treat this with moist silver oxide, then the first step will be the dissociation of this carbon-bromine bond via silver plus ion. So what will basically the silver plus do? It will initially undergo a interaction with this bromine atom of this bromopropanoic acid molecule, thereby polarizing this carbon-bromine bond. So it will be of del minus and this will be del plus. And also this silver plus will be del plus. After that, this OH group will essentially help this bromine to leave from the system via neighboring group participation. So in this process, a alpha lactone will form, this is the alpha lactone, and also silver bromide will be precipitated in the reaction mixture, and then in the next step the water molecule will attack this center and this carbon oxygen bond will break, which will lead to the formation of this species, which will then release one proton, and the corresponding alcohol molecule will be formed, which will have the same configuration of the chiral center as the starting material. So basically here a retention of the configuration is occurring. So initially it was R, and after reaction, if we determine the configuration, that is OH is of number 1 priority, carboxylic acid is 2 and methyl is 3. So anti-clockwise rotation, and hydrogen, which is the least priority group, is above the plane, which will make this of R configuration. So we can see that retention of configuration is actually taking place, and this is an overall substitution reaction where this bromine is basically substituted by an OH group. So now if we consider the second condition where concentrated sodium hydroxide solution is taken, then here those kind of neighboring group participation will not occur. Notably, if the OH minus concentration is low, then this type of neighboring group participation is also observed. So NGP will be observed when silver oxide will be applied as well as in low OH minus concentration. These two are the conditions when this type of neighboring group participation is observed in case of 2-bromopropanoic acid. In case of concentrated sodium hydroxide solution, this kind of NGP will not be in action, and this OH minus will be simply attacking this carbon center, and Br will leave, and the reaction will proceed via a SN2 mechanism, and the product will be, of course, this molecule. And after protonation, via acidic workup, we will get the corresponding neutral compound. So here we can see that the initial configuration, which was R, is changed here. So it is basically 1, 2, 3 clockwise, but hydrogen is above the plane, so it will be of S configuration. So an inversion of configuration is basically taking place in this case, which is the main criteria for SN2 reaction mechanism. So like this we will get same alcohol molecule, but the configurations will be different. So when moist silver oxide will be used, we will get the corresponding alcohol with same absolute configuration, but when sodium hydroxide will be used, then the inverted alcohol we will get. So this is it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.